Hello, everyone, and welcome to your weekly soul expression forecast, where we're going to discuss a bit of what's going on in the cosmos this week. Here with you today is Brandon Jess, and we're really excited to talk about the week ahead and kind of like how we're feeling and sensing it. Good morning, Jess.
Hi.
So this report or this forecast is for your soul's growth. It's really for you to just get a little heads up on what could be coming up. Of course, it's from our perspective and the planetary conversations that's happening. And then be sure to always like just bring it back to you and trust your intuition on what you're moving through as you listen to these reports, and hopefully you can find something of value that will help you guide you for your week and how you're growing and expanding and going through your own soul's evolution. So this forecast is for July 20th till the 26th. And we're starting this report with a moon in Taurus and my birthday. So this is my 40 rounds around the sun. And so, this is big transits for me going on as July 20th, the sun is opposite Pluto. So even though this is particular in my birth chart, this is for everyone as well. So this is a big opposition between the sun and Pluto, which brings a need to really balance in old structures that may be, time to let go of, and coming back to your home. What is home for you and what is important for you at this time? And we got to find those balance because there's a lot of energy moving this week. Jess has been feeling it too over the weekend. I've been feeling it as well. So just quickly, the moon is moving through Taurus on July 20th. She's going to be in her last quarter square energy, which is the 20th, 21st, the last quarter square in Taurus. She's moving through Taurus and Gemini on the 22nd, 23rd. So we're going to have a moon in Gemini over the weekend. And then Monday, Tuesday of next week, she's in Cancer, and then getting ready for the new moon next week, where we'll talk about more of that new moon in Leo that is happening on the 28th of July. So at the end of July. So this week we have some transits happening. So that means that we have energy shifts happening. We have the sun also moving into Leo. So Leo season is going to begin. And Jess and I will have a Leo season update in another video where you can see us. I think that's coming up shortly as well for Leo season. Right on. So what am I feeling with these transits? So it's one thing to say where all these planets are, but what is kind of going on? So we are in the waning phase. So the moon is in her waning. She's coming to her darker phase. She's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And this is really a time to rest, to let go, to come into yourself and see where is it that you need to surrender and to allow something. This is where our conscious mind expands and says, okay, I want to have a look at what is working and what is not working, basically. So I have a lot of things coming up for myself, and you could be experiencing this, especially in your earthly realms, as the moon moves to Taurus. Taurus is our comfort zone. It's where we feel comfort. It's where we feel a lot of things. It's our five senses. So there could be interesting things happening around what is it in your physical environment, in your earthly environment, that needs to be released. And it's like, this is a time of making room for the new moon to come, where we're going to set our new intentions. Okay. So let go of anything that doesn't feel right at this time. And it's also a time of deep introspection, I think, too, with this waning phase, every waning phase, but this is really a time where we surrender to the flow and we come into ease. So I've been mentioning this in my TikToks as well. We'll have the links below this video for Jess and I as well. But this is definitely a time to get some rest and get a lot of grounding in. If I could say something that might help this week, it's really to come into that as the lunar phase is getting ready for her new moon. Mars is in Taurus as well, and I'm really feeling, Jess and I were discussing before this video, slow and steady wins the race with Mars. Mars is your instincts, it's your pull, it's your drive, it's that fire sign energy to get something going. Mars wants to get something going. So if you're feeling this week that maybe it's a little stagnant energy, maybe you're not sure which way to go, just know that Mars is there to, it's our pace. It's kind of like our pace. So right now we're just pacing things out. And so that Mars, and it's like that turtle. Let's have that turtle image of like, just slow and steady wins the race. There's also a shift in energy with Mercury entering Leo. It's at the last degrees of Cancers as we speak, and it's entering Leo as well. So I think we're coming to a point where I feel that we're going to be expressing our truth even more. When Mercury was in Cancer, we were expressing like intuitively what we were feeling. And now it's more of that like expression from the heart. But I'm feeling the heart here as our masculine heart, if that makes sense. It's that part of us that needs a lot of strength. So it's like finding the strength and the courage to speak your truth. Because that Mars, that Leo energy, that Sun in Leo, this Leo season coming up is coming into your power, coming into your confidence, recreating yourself. And we'll talk about more about that in the video. But what else is going on? Just before Jess and I have a little conversation here. Yeah, Venus is in Cancer this week, so that's always a nice placement. We might feel like we want to be home more. It's really about being with our loved ones, expressing our love to others. It's that relationship with other people, and that could be actually a really nice time to like I said, the grounding, but here like a lot of soul care, taking care of yourself, self-care, taking care of your home. All those things might come up this week. And what are you feeling and sensing, Jess, about a bit what we just discussed and what's coming up for us this week?
Yeah, so one thing that really came to me that kind of helps put all of this into one space is it's a great time to make a list, right? Because when we want to be home more, feeling like there's things to let go of or get rid of, and we have these bigger energies, or wanting to do something, but it's like coming back to being able to go slow and steady, right? Even though you have big things coming through, taking that step back. So yeah, that's just kind of what it made me think of, was like, well, make a list, like, because that can be so helpful, especially when it feels like there's so much that it's kind of scattered or stagnant and we don't really know what to do. That's something that definitely always helps me. And not just like a to-do list around the house, like you can make a list to help you with your soul care, like get it all into one.
Yes.
Get everything, every area of your life into one place, look at it, simplify, prioritize. Sometimes my list even just on there says ground, like, I put things like that on my list sometimes. So I think that's going to be something that could be a really supportive tool for a lot of people this week ahead.
I totally agree, because what we've pulled for the week ahead is the Two of Earth. And that's that earthly energy again that I'm picking up on, because, I've been discussing this. And if you want, there's a video on our YouTube channel about this as well. But we're getting ready for this Uranus conjunct the North Node, and Mars is going to be in the mix, but that's happening more at the beginning of August. But we're already feeling those energy. Time is energy is quantum. Like, this is not all linear. It's all intertwined. These energies. That's why I love astrology, because it gives us some sort of a guidance, and hopefully, these weeklies help you with that. So go check that video as well. That's with Jess and I. And but the Two of Earth, it says too, like, too much is going on at once. I've been feeling that the energy is picking up. Like I can feel it in the collective. I can feel it around me in my own energy. And there's just a lot going on. And sometimes, like Jess says, like prioritize and make your list, but sometimes there's decisions that have to be made. And I feel that that could be also part of it this week, to make the decisions of what stays on the list and what you can drop off the list even, right?
Yeah.
Because that
Yes.
earth energy needs balance. We need to find that balance. And that number one thing to find balance for me, and like Jess and I discuss this all the time, is like that grounding. Breathe, come back to your breath, come back down to earth, anchor your feet in, go to nature, go to the beach, go to the lake, whatever, wherever it feels good for you. And considering that the sun is moving into Leo this week as well, you might want to find a more playful approach. And like Leo is the kid, that moves through all these big energies in a playful way. It doesn't always have to be heavy, because I feel like as like triggers have been coming up lately. There's a lot going on. And I think sometimes if we can find a playful approach or a playful way to communicate what we're feeling and what we're going through with other people, I think that could be very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. I think too, sometimes the play just gets us into a different space so that we can, get out of our head. That can be really important too.
Yeah, because it can be heavy. It can be heavy, but like, we got to be mindful that this waning phase will also help us detach. Okay, this is a time to detach a bit. So yeah, what else do we, so that's it for the weekly, but we have a couple things just to say at the end here.
Yes, so we do have a workshop coming up for reading your birth chart. So it's going to be a beginner workshop. You can get some help if you need it. Brandy, do you want to share more detail about the actual workshop?
Yeah, so we'll have a link. Jess will put the link below here. That workshop is a very beginner workshop. It's to help you find your planets and your points in your birth chart. It's really to allow you that when we talk about the transits or we talk about anything that's going on astrologically, that you can go ahead and find that in your chart. So for example, even just if you wanted to know that Sun opposition Pluto right now at 27 degrees, you'd want to know where 27 degrees is in your chart to see how that is playing out and what part of like what area of life that is activating for you, so you can get a better idea. Yes, in general, right here we talk about general things, but in our community and our membership, we're going to dive deeper into more personal for you. But for the time being, yeah, join that workshop. So you can find out a little bit more about your birth chart. You can find out a little bit more about, your main energies. Where's your sun? Where's your moon? How to find your rising sign. And then you'll know where every full moon is, where every new moon is, and where that is in your chart and what's coming up for you, what specifically. So that's going to be a fun workshop.
Yeah. And also the workshop is free. So I don't know if we said that. So the workshop, the workshop is free. Also too, I have to say, like, if you're watching these weekly energy updates every week, the workshop is going to help you to follow the weekly videos with a little more ease and understanding. So that too.
Absolutely. So we can talk about that, like, as we go, and we'll give you the link. And for those of you who are just like curious too of what we're up to, there's also we'll be coming up with more information about our membership as well shortly here. And for those of you who are more information below this video, you just put it down and there'll be information down there for you. And if you haven't already, well, like us here on YouTube. That helps us or subscribe, I should say. We're new to, Jess and I are new to this. We're, coming together for you to offer what we feel is needed at this time in our soul's growth. And it's based on evolutionary astrology and our other tools that we love to work with, mainly our intuitive knowing, and really there to support our soul's growth and evolution at this time. All right, everybody, we'll see you next week. Actually, we'll see you in the Leo video, and then we'll see you next week for the week ahead.
Right.
All right, bye-bye. Okay. I think I pressed end.